Hello, this is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. Welcome. Glad to have everyone here, all the newbies. If you're new here, glad to have you. And all the loyal, amazing subscribers. So, you are all going to have the same intro. If you are a cross watcher and you don't want to listen to this intro again, just go on ahead and skip until you see where I'm putting out the cards. And I will timestamp in the information box below. So if you're looking for a particular sign, you can go right to that. Now, right as I was getting ready to hit record, I had to take this deep breath. So a number of you are just really tired. You've really been through the gamut, which is not surprising. We have been undergoing a lot of these intense energies, and they are not going to be letting up. So, and that's why I don't even talk about the energy waves rolling in anymore, because it's literally one after another, and it's just not going to stop. Now, if you are a left brain, very logical thinking person, and you're like, oh my gosh, Nicole, there she goes with all that woo-woo out there, energy wave stuff, it is actually scientifically backed. So when you are feeling these things in your body, if you go online, you can look at the Schumann resonance, which is the frequency of the earth, and you'll see that, oh man, I'm feeling like dirt today. Oh, the Schumann resonance is spiking. Well, no wonder. Or go check the space weather. Oh, there's a solar flare coming in, or a CME, or whatever it is that's happening. There is, scientific proof, information on those things out there. Now, as these waves are hitting us, it's forcing us to heal, release things, because it's preparing us for the next chapters in our lives. So it's preparing us moving forward, our ascension, all different types of lovely things. Now, we did just have this intense wave that was hitting us at the end of this month. A lot of you are finally starting to feel better from that, just in time for this other big wave that's going to hit us around July 2nd. A number of you will begin to feel it as early as this weekend. So, because I am recording it on a Friday, you might get to see my red shirt. I wear red shirts on Fridays. So, do know it's going to continue. Now, things that you can do to help yourself. Because, a lot of times you'll have headaches, you'll have flu-like symptoms, nausea, you'll have just emotions that come up out of nowhere, like, why am I suddenly mad? Why am I suddenly irritated? Why is, my dog driving me crazy, or the kids? Where's this coming from? Well, it's these things that are just coming up to the surface and they're being healed. We don't always need to know the details. It's divinely on autopilot being healed, but it will make us uncomfortable. So what you can do to get through that discomfort quicker, take an Epsom salt bath. Go outside and put your feet on the ground, like on grass, on dirt, not concrete. Take a walk outside. Do something to raise your vibration. Laugh. They're saying laugh. Pray. So for some of you, when you're having these heart palpitations, now I'm not a doctor. If you've got something going on, by all means, go see your doctor. But a lot of times, the healing comes in through the heart chakra. So you're getting this healing that's coming in, and it'll cause heart palpitations. So what I do when those things happen, and it's uncomfortable, is I just pray right away. God, Jesus, Archangel Raphael, if this is because you're healing me, if my physical heart is okay, I'm not having a heart attack, my physical heart is okay, if this is truly just because you are doing healing on me, then please get the heart palpitations to stop, or get the pressure in my chest to stop. Please continue to work on me, continue to heal me and work on me. Just get the physical sensations to stop now. And within seconds, it's gone. Which then is reassuring for me that, okay, great, I don't have to go to the hospital. Whew, I'm gonna make it. So those are things that you can do to help. Now, it is very important at this time to keep our vibrations as high as possible, because we are in the midst of a portalway, a gateway. This portalway gateway is going to be open, they're saying, through Wednesday, July 10th. It will be closing on the 11th. Now, it did kick off around the solstice, and there was a brief portalway for twin flames at that time. Now that one's closed, but this other one is for everyone, and it does, like I said, continue through the 10th of July, they're saying. So what's going to happen is, wherever you are, and to not freak you out, but if you're in a place where you're thinking magic's not going to happen and life is horrible, this is a time where you are setting the foundation for the things that you're going to manifest. So it's a very powerful manifestation time. And a lot of us are having our faith tested. So if we allow ourselves, because of the sensations and things that we're experiencing during this time of healing, and we allow ourselves to drop in a real low place, and we're thinking the world's horrible and I'm so upset with this person, and you're just thinking worst case scenario of everything. Well, that's what we will be creating, because it's a very powerful time. So if you want to create magical things, we're encouraged to keep that vibration high and be in a state of faithfulness, in a state of optimism, so that those things come in. Now, we do have a total solar eclipse on the 2nd. Ironically, that happens to be when this other energetic wave is coming in. Now, for some of you, you're having things eclipsed out of your life. For some of you, this goes back to the Great American Eclipse that we had on August 21st, 2017. So if some of you look back to when we had that last full solar eclipse, which they do term as the Great American Eclipse, you'll look back and you realize, wow, that, my life really shifted at that time. It really changed. Like I could feel something's gonna happen, and then things did happen. You're gonna have another big shift this go around. But for some of you, there was something that they started to shift, that they were trying to shift, something that they were trying to remove from your life. And that, be it person, thing, situation, that will be eclipsed out of your life for most of you between now and July 10th. Because this release has been they're saying pending, hanging there, hanging in the balance, not being completed since August of 2017. So go on ahead and let those things fall away. Keep your vibrations high. If you have to let something go, let them go. And enjoy the wave, ride the wave. They're saying that by not letting go, you're actually holding yourself back from the blessings abound. So anything that's going to be eclipsed, let it be eclipsed, and make sure you're doing your self-care. Now, group healings. There will be 2 in July. There will be a group healing on Wednesday, July 10th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The call for that one will be at 8 p.m. Then there will be a second one on Tuesday, July 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, when you go to my webpage to schedule those, it does show you what time it is in your time zone. These are general group healings. Everyone can join them. And for those of you that are twin flames and or twin souls, there is a spot for you to put your twin's name and information in there, because if you are in fact a true, genuine twin, your twin will be coming in and they will be receiving the healing at the same time. So this is for everyone. So everyone can sign up. Now, the way that it works with these group healings, it is a distance healing. You're not coming to my house. I'm not coming to your house. But it's going to be a powerful healing. So what happens is you'll be at home in a relaxing environment, because a lot of times people have sensations. They may experience, frequent urination. You might have hot, cold sensations. You might just suddenly become emotional. You might have a Yorkie yapping. Come here, baby. But you'll have these sensations. So you need to be at home so you can just relax and allow those sensations to come up as they come up. Give me 1 second. Get her up here with us. She'll be quiet. Okay. So we begin the group healing session at the scheduled time. I'm not talking to you at that time. I am working on all of you. So you can do whatever you would like. Just be at home in a relaxed environment. You can cook, eat, nap, meditate, read, do house projects, whatever you would like to do. An hour and a half into the healing session, when I'm done working on everyone, there is a Zoom. We have a Zoom conference call, and I send all those details out to you beforehand, so then we all call in at that time. And at that time, I go over everything that, we did. And by we, that'd be me and the divine team, God, Jesus, and the angels that were working on you. So we go over all those details then. And for those of you that are in different time zones, if you are not able to make the call at that time, so maybe you're sleeping, maybe you're on the other side of the world and you're like, okay, Nicole, it's evening for you, but over here it's like 2 a.m. It's okay. If you're not on the call, I actually record the calls for everyone who participates, and I post it onto an undisclosed YouTube link, and I send everyone the link that was participating, so you can see what occurred and what was taken care of, because even if you're sleeping, you'll still be receiving the healing. You do not have to be awake. And actually, it's a lot of times they'll make people sleepy during the healing sessions because they can get in a little bit deeper with that. So I do have some people that'll just fall asleep during the healing sessions. So there will be a link. You will get the information. There's been a lot of positive feedback about the healing sessions. So, you know, if you're feeling stuck, you're feeling blocked, if you feel like there's this dark energy hanging over you, but you don't know what it is, you don't know how to get rid of it, like the recent healing session we did this week, there were actually some depossessions that had to happen. But if you've just got these things, join us. If you're feeling sick and tired of constantly feeling like dirt every time these energy waves come in, because when these waves come in, it's forcing things that need to be healed to the surface to be healed. So if you are continually feeling horrible and you're like, oh my gosh, when will I just get to the point that I can just feel like, okay, yeah, there's some tense energy, but it's not affecting me? When do I get to that point? Well, if you'd like to speed that up, you can join us for the group healing, and we'll just bring stuff up to the surface faster and be able to help get you some relief quicker. Now, the way they do the group healings, if 50% or more of the participants have something, so say they all have a similar health thing going on, maybe insomnia, reproduction issues, kidneys, whatever it is, it's addressed during the healing session. Every healing session, we align skeletal structure. When I say we, it's me and my divine team. So that's lining your back, your hips, your occipital, all the different bones in your body. We remove implants, attachments, curses, hexes, black magic. We cancel soul contracts that are ready to be concluded and ended. We do inner child healing, cut cords, and then we clear and open your chakras. And then, of course, from there, we go to work on any organs and systems that have been affected by any implants that you had. Again, the healing sessions are at a distance. They are $77, July 10th and 30th, and those are live on my webpage now so that you can begin signing up. Now, let me get a sip of water real quick because Archangel Michael wants to talk. Better than New York, he's talking. Okay. So, the tides are now turning, dear ones. You mustn't give up. You must overcome your fears and courageously forge forward into the new unknown horizon before you. This is what you have prayed for. This is what you have longed for. Grab a hold of it. Go for it. It's yours for the taking. Within the past few weeks, you have noticed a surge of energy and excitement beginning to bubble forth within you. This is because you know the time has come. You have finally had the energy and drive to prepare, to make space, to ready yourself for this. Continue allowing this excitement to charge you forward and take the necessary actions. Do not allow fear to creep in and slow your roll. And he has a big grin. A lot of times, every once in a while, he likes to show that he has a sense of humor. He likes to put a little personality into that. Slow your roll. Yes, it is new. Yes, it is uncharted territory. And yet, yes, it is the complete fulfillment of your desires and wishes. Hence, do not falter. Do not allow fears and worries to keep you looking back. They are lying. They are keeping you stuck. Do not allow them to keep you stuck one day longer, for you are destined for greatness. Just as the sunlight peaked with your solstice, you are now peaked, shining brightly and poised for this tremendous change. The switch has flipped. Now your life changes. Now your life becomes all that you've hoped it would become. For many years, you have desired this great love, job, family, security, and complete, utter fulfillment. It is here. The time has come. The switch has flipped. The life you knew, filled with misery, unhappiness, conflict, strife, and difficulties, is no more. That is now behind you. Don't you see? It is behind you. Stop looking at it. Let it go. Allow the sun's joyful rays to beam down on you as you walk forth into your new life. Oh, the many pleasantries awaiting you will surprise and delight you. We have been looking forward to witnessing your joy, your sheer bliss when you see what is in store for you. And it is grand, and far more than you envisioned. Go for it. Trust and go for it. We are assisting We have worked feverishly to time things perfectly and align all for you. Have you not noticed our many signs and blatant synchronicities? That was no mistake. That was your push, your promise, your confirmation, your renewal of hope, your wake-up call, your answer. We have been here the whole time. We have readied everything. We now anxiously await, because the time has come for you to take the necessary action steps towards your blessed future. Alas, we are here if you need our assistance. Just call and we shall immediately be at your side. But you must know and trust that you do have this, that this is your destiny, that you will not fail, that you are guaranteed success. Trust and step forward. It is time. Okay, so excellent. Well, we are going to get ready to get started on your readings. We are doing something a little different this month. It is going to be in elements, but there will be specific messages for each sign. And we are going to be focused on love. Oh, donations. So for the few of you that have been making donations, sorry for your names. I will give you a shout out in the next round of recordings, but thank you so much for your donations. They have been a tremendous help. Those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I had mentioned my CRSC, which is Combat Related Special Compensation, a couple months ago, about how that had been approved, and my CRSC was in fact approved. So it's a special pay that if you get injured in combat because of an instrument of war, there's this extra compensation, which is good. It helps meet the bills, because typically when you're injured by, bullet, or you're blown up, you typically have higher medical costs. Like my medical bills are $1,400 a month. So that comes in very handy. So although it was approved, unfortunately, the way that it is currently calculated, the way that they do that, because my rating is so high, I actually don't receive any compensation from CRSC. So I'm still in the hole about $1,500 a month, less than when I was working. So your donations do come in handy. Oh, they're saying some of you are asking why. What's rating? Okay, so ratings. So you'll have medical issues, conditions is what it's termed, medical conditions, and you get a rating on that. Your benefits, your compensation, those things are determined by what your rating is. So the more messed up, the more medical problems you have, the higher your rating will be. The less medical problems you have, the lower your rating will be. So like for me, in order for me to receive any CRSC, my rating would have to be like 30%. Well, being blown up, it's much higher than that. So that's why there's no compensation. So that is why those of you that have made donations, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That is a huge help, and I do really appreciate it. You will notice July, there are no open appointments in July for any appointments. I will be squeezing in a few of my current clients, but I'm going to be doing quite a bit of traveling this month. I'm actually getting ready this weekend to be traveling to visit family, and then I'll be in New York. So there's lots of travels going on this month, but stay tuned because there will be open appointments in August. So just keep your eyes open for that. I will open those up at some point in the middle of the month, so you'll be able to schedule for August. Do keep in mind, these are general readings. They may not resonate with you. If they're not, although I pray and prepare, I ask every one of you receives at least one message. If it's not resonating, go on ahead and listen to your moon or your rising sign, as you might get something from those. If you don't know what your moon or your rising sign is, there's a ton of web pages online that will give you your birth chart for free. So just go and ask Google, get yourself a free birth chart, and check those out. If you want to know what cards we're using, I will list those below. So read the information box below. And for some of you, they want you to know about my tuning forks. So before I started this intro, I prayed, prepared, shuffled all the cards. They had me pull out I have these angel tuning forks, and they had me pull out the 4,225 hertz angel tuning fork, and they had me do this like clearing with it, where I had to use it and use it over all the cards. So for some of you, that may have some meaning and significance, because they want you to know, and feel free to share the information down below in any comments. And without further ado, we are going to get started. Hello, air signs. Happy July. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these laid out. The top is going to be, looking at the bottoms of the deck, so delaying checking those out. Top row, that is going to be your general energy for July. Now, below that, we are going to have messages for each of your signs from the person you're in love with, your crush, the person that you want to be with. So down here it's going to be, you know, what is it that they want to tell you? What do they want you to know? And those will be down here. So we're going to cover messages for all of you, and then we will delve down in to a little bit more specifics for your sign. Okay. Make sure that's recording. Okay. Give me 1 second real quick again to look at these bottoms of the deck real quick. Okay. So you have adjacent possibilities and the Lover's card, and 6 Archangel Raphael, and at the bottom it says make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Now we are going to move that up real quick. I'm going to pull a couple clarifiers regarding your situation. So we have the owls. Now in this expanded deck there's actually 2 birds cards. The first one is traditional birds, and then you've got this secondary birds card, which is owls. And then you've got the lady, and then you have fish. So, for some of you, you are in fact trying to make a choice with regards to a partner. Some of you that are in a relationship, you are contemplating leaving that relationship, and you are the person making this choice, the divine feminine. You would be the female. Now, keep in mind, it's a general reading. It could be vice versa, but to keep things clear, I'm going to go with the cards that we've got and what the angels are telling me. So, there's this lady, this divine feminine, which would be you, air signs, most of you. And you are contemplating, so for those of you that are in a relationship, you're contemplating leaving a relationship and going in the direction of a new relationship. For a number of you, that would be a divine partner. Now, for some of you, you've got a relationship, it's almost over. You see how this door is like on the ground? So for some of you, you've got this relationship, it's not over because that door's like on the ground. It's not because the door's open. The door's still open, so it's not completely closed and done, but it's like hit rock bottom. You're like, I don't want to be here anymore. This isn't deep. It's not fulfilling me. I want something better. Because the fish card, yes, it's about, of course, money, resources, but it's also about something that's deep. Now you see she's got her back turned to something deep because she's contemplating, she's thinking. You know, this Owl's card, it is about communication, but it's divine communication. It's communication from family, friends, our elders. It's something that is not hasty or frivolous. So she's in deep thought, deep contemplation. So for those of you that are going to be going into the direction of a twin flame, twin soul, a very deep relationship, your back is turned that yet because you have not made the decision to either leave a relationship that you were in, or you have not made the decision to close completely the past. So if you're a twin flame, there's these cycles with twin flames, back and forth, back and forth. And many of the divine feminine are at this point that they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I've not heard from him in years. He's chose someone else. It just doesn't seem to be ever moving forward. I'm tired of being alone. Tired of being lonely. Yes, I know it's a deep relationship. Yes, I know it's a deep connection. But I've got my back to that because I'm the only person here. Where is he at? It's me talking to birds. Where is he? So you have come to this point where you're contemplating, just saying, forget it. I'm out. This isn't working. On the bottom of the one deck, you've got the door to romance, walking away, and then rest and rejuvenation, taking a time out. Because yes, although it's a deep connection, you're by yourself. There's nowhere to be found. But it is a deep connection that would bring you happiness and bring you fulfillment. And it's beautiful. The other bottom of the deck, the very bottom card was the Ten of Ariel. There's so much to be grateful for, financial success, yada yada. So a lot of you are just like focused in on your work, money. Now, so for most of you, this is in fact a big thing. Like Archangel Michael was saying in the intro, this month is pivotal for massive changes in life, going from one way to the other. So the readings this month are not simple of, oh, well, you had a spat over where you were going to go for dinner, but it's okay. You're going to kiss and make up and go away for the weekend. No, this month it's huge stuff. It is people changing relationships or going from singledom into being in a committed relationship. It can also be for some, totally changing careers. But the angels wanted to focus on love. There is this pivotal time that we're going through for twin flames right now. So for most, this is about love, which is why they wanted to focus on that. So it is going from a relationship to a different relationship or going into a relationship. Now, if we were trying to make something simple, which apparently for a couple of you, they do want you to know. So for some of you, you and your partner are trying to come up with a solution about something regarding finances, money. And you will come up with a solution on that. The spat will settle. It's not a mountain. You see he's on this little mound of rocks, which at any point those rocks are going to fall down. So it's not some deal breaker. It's not something that's going to make everything fall apart. You will come up with a solution for everyone that makes everyone pleased. Now, that's just for a few of you. Majority of you, this is about leaving one, going to the other, or leaving being single, going into a relationship. And for a lot of you, it's you're questioning just walking away from your twin. Because you're listening to this divine guidance. You keep getting all these signs. You're constantly getting signs, and yet you're here by yourself. No one's there. Yes, you know the deep connection. You know it's there. You know it's deep, but here you are, still waiting. Okay, so you've got the stork, and you've got time, and you've got the heart, and you've got the dice. So you are at the point of just taking a risk. The time has come. You're ready for things to change in love. You want things to change. You want to have someone to build a nest with, create something with. You're tired of being on your own. And you have come to this pivotal point of making a choice. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the choice, the tree, the bear, and the house. So yes, you, the female, you are trying to make a choice. Which direction do I go? Now, the funny thing is, the angels are not going to give you an outcome. But I will tell you, they're saying most of you are going to be receiving some communication this month. And it may be the end of the month, because for a number of you that are twins, or could be high-level soulmates where this person's been in this karmic cycle with someone else, he needs to conclude that first. He or she needs to conclude that first before they can come in your direction. So if they are swift to the draw, because there has been a mixture in this month's readings, like in the earth signs, oh my gosh, you are the last signs that I'm doing this month, and then I'm done. I did earth signs right before you. I was kind of afraid to do your readings after the earth signs, because the earth signs were all about the divine masculine being done, and he's keeping it a secret. He is not telling the woman that he is done with until this month. He's going to drop that bomb, and then for most of them, he's going to then in the same month go toward his divine love, his divine feminine. So do keep that in mind. If you don't receive the communications this month, it means because he is concluding things with someone else. So keep paying attention to the signs. They're saying they're not going to say what the outcome is. They want you to trust. For a number of you, this is a test of your faith, and you're going to pass. So now, Libra, these cards down here, what does your crush, your love interest, the one that you want, what do they want you to know? You have stay optimistic about your love life. At the bottom it says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then you've got get out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So Libra, they want you to remain positive. They want you to remain optimistic. They don't want you to give up. They want you to know that there is true love there. There is deep love there. They want you to trust your heart, trust your feelings. Because you have come to this point that you're just logical. You're like, look, thinking logically, because my emotional thinking has still kept me in singledom. I want to be in someone's arms. I am tired of being by myself. I keep making offerings. I keep making prayers. I will do a naked rain dance if that's required. For the love of God, can you bring me my partner? So you've just started thinking logically, like, look, for years, I've been trying, praying, doing everything I can, and it's not happened yet. So I'm going to have to switch to my left brain, to my logical side, and think logically, and just walk away. But they want you to hang in there a little longer. They're telling you, stay optimistic. Don't run away yet. Trust your heart. Because for those of you that are twins, there is this telepathic communications and connections. So the masculine has awakened now. They have finally gotten to that point. And telepathic communications are strong. They're hearing. They love you. They feel deeply for you as you do for them. They just need to finish concluding this business that they're dealing with in this month. And interestingly, in this month, for most of them, this is when they're closing that chapter with someone else. So in the meantime, they want you just to hang in there, because they know that you love them. So don't give up. Aquarius, you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And then you have you are giving away your power. And on the back it says you are a badass, act like it. Okay. Trying to get him to explain to me, what are you talking about? Being a badass. What's that got to do with giving a relationship a chance? Okay. So, first, Aquarius, they don't want you to give up. They don't want you to throw in the towel yet. They do want you to give it a chance. You see how he's leaning in, she's looking away. Because for some of you, you've just felt like you're on your own for so long. They're just like, ugh. I don't think it's going to happen. And you're like turning away right at the point that it's going to happen. So they're asking that you hold on. The other thing is what they're trying to say with this. So for some of you, it's a self-esteem thing. So for some of you where he has, and say this is a twin relationship, he's been in a karmic relationship. Karmic could be multiple relationships. After years of having him choose someone other than you, it has impacted your self-esteem. For a number of you, it has made you think, what is it about me that he doesn't like? What about me isn't appealing? Why does he not choose me? Why is he choosing someone else? You know, what's wrong with me? Which you've stepped into your power in all other areas. You are a badass in all ways. But because this one thing hasn't come together, and because it is such a deep, divine connection, deep down it's made you question yourself. It's kind of weird. It's because it's to not feel worthy, but it's not in any other area. It's just in this area. So since this is the one that you deeply love and have a deep connection with, and they haven't chosen you time after time, and some of you, you've even reached out to them, they don't respond, and you're like, and it just has like kind of deflated you. So they're saying, oh no, no, you are desirable. You're like the whole package. Shake yourself out of that. You need to remember you're the whole package. Because the interesting thing is with twins, you know, they're mirrors of each other, and, you know, they will physically show one what the other one is, you know, thinking. So, and it's just all kinds of fun dynamics. But if you are thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not sexy enough, you know, I put that little lingerie thing on and I feel like it's sausage casing because I got my muffin top popping out and I got an extra bun on my right side. I mean, I look like a stack of rolls in the oven back there, and oh, it's just must not be sexy enough, must not be attractive enough. He doesn't want me. No. You need to strut your stuff. You need to remember that you are sexy and you are fine. Because when you are feeling sexy and fine and confident, and you know that you are the whole deal, because you are, they want you to remember, you are the whole deal. You're everything. And as soon as you're feeling like, yeah, you're darn right I am, guess who's going to show up? Because now then you're both thinking the same thing. You're thinking you're it, he's thinking you're it. When you're in that balanced, both on the same vibration, both in the same thought process, then you can actually come into physical union. So remember, you're amazing. And when he does come in and chat, be open and receptive to that. Because he is going to come in and chat. So for some of you, you're going to be hesitant to talk to him when he comes in your direction because of things that have transpired in the past. But he wants you to hear him out, to be open. Okay, last sign, Geminis. Oops, let's make sure we didn't bump that. Okay, so you have retreat in reverse. I'm going to turn this up right so you can see it real quick and so I can read it. It's time to disconnect from the world. Bam. And then you've got true love. And at the bottom it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. And then you have stop obsessing on the back. You are not the center of the universe. But it's really your obsessive thinking. You're spinning in your mind. So, this is what he, she, the one that you want, the one that you love, your crush, your love interest, this is what they want you to know. Don't give up. They're saying, don't give up on me. Don't give up on us. This is true love. And stop allowing worst case scenarios to keep spinning over and over and over in your head, because a lot of you, you're being overcome by those fears, those worries, the doubts. And that is making you turn your back on this deep love, this deep divine connection. It's there. It really is. So they don't want you to give up. They want you to know that things are going to turn around. Because this month for you, actually all of you air signs, the interesting thing, especially for those of you that are twins, everything is led by the divine feminine. Okay? So, you know, when she starts loving herself, he starts loving himself. When she is at that like 80 percentile of completed her healing, he swiftly jumps on board and gets his healing done. When she has healed and is to the point of loving herself, he gets to the point of loving himself. When we love ourselves enough, we don't put up with shenanigans and buffoonery. So when she loves herself enough and knows that she's amazing, bam, suddenly his healing's done. He loves himself. He knows he's amazing. He doesn't put up with the karmic and the BS he's been tolerating with that other person. They marry each other. But the person who is in the lead, who's leading the charge, is the divine feminine. So you're at this pivotal point where he has finally come to this point. He's made a decision what direction he's going in. He's taking those action steps right now. They're saying it's like, because you made a decision. Okay, so what they're saying for you, you made a decision that you were going to focus on your life, you're going to focus on work, because again, this bottom of this one deck was, where is that card? All about work and focused on work. So you were focused on work, you were making decisions in other areas of your life, getting your life together, buying a new house, getting new jobs, relocating, you were making big decisions. Well, then he made his decision to get rid of this karmic. And now he's at the pivotal point where he's falling through on that. But it's not like you're regressing. Now you're contemplating making this other decision of, well, I made a decision just to focus on me and focus on my life and get things in order, and I was loving me, but I'm still waiting, so I guess now I'll make a decision to go in the other direction. Well, he wasn't within 1-2 months of you making a decision focusing on you. He wasn't going to be able to conclude his healing and end a relationship all at the same time. It's a process. He had to go through healing, and then he has to go through the process of ending this thing with this karmic, which for a number of them, there was black magic, all these things and stuff. It's been a process. So you're at this pivotal point. So he's asking you to please wait. Hold on. Don't leave. Don't disconnect from me yet. I'm almost there. And please stop fearing the worst. Okay? So hopefully that helps all of you. I wish you a lot of love, joy, and blessings.